Hello everybody, welcome to my channel, Bow and Arrow Tarot. Today is a little bit different. Today is my first time putting out a mass thank you video to everyone who has come to watch my channel. So if you know, or you may not know, if you're new to my channel, or if you're a regular subscriber, or if you're one of my very first subscribers, I started my channel, Bow and Arrow Tarot, in the later part of March of this year, 2019, and started to upload my first tarot readings onto YouTube in April. And I can only just say now that it's been an amazing time. It's been really wonderful. It's been exciting. It's been a little bit nerve-wracking. But most of all, it's been really, really fulfilling. And it's just a wonderful, wonderful feeling, you know, that I get from all of you out there. I wanted to say thank you properly to everyone who has either subscribed or not subscribed, or either just come to my channel to view my videos and my readings. Since starting my channel in early April, late March, I've been monetized. I'm happy to say that I have 2,000 plus subscribers now, which is more than I ever dreamed I would have at this time. So I'm really quite overwhelmed by all of the wonderful responses and the positive response that I've gotten. I do have an introductory video on my channel that tells you a little bit of background about me, but I've been reading tarot since I was a little girl. It's a craft that my mother passed on to me, and I didn't really begin to start providing readings for people until I was in my 20s. I'm 47 years old now, and tarot has been something that I've held on to all my life, that I've continued to study, that I've applied to my life. But I've always been a traditionalist in that I believe tarot to be part of a healing process often. And so I never charged money or asked for money or anything in return for doing my readings. And so one of the things that was different for YouTube for me was moving from a medium where I generally was providing face-to-face readings for people as a gift, to a medium that was a digital medium, an online medium, and also reconciling the fact that there may be now payment involved, donations involved, tributes involved. And so I still hold true to the fact that, or at least to the tradition, that any true healing work is something that you give of yourself to someone. It's a gift that you give, that you share. It's part of the, as you know, as the Zora says, it's part of learning how to bestow, right? The act of bestowing, trying to be as close to the energy of the Godhead as possible by giving. And yet there is also the ability to receive in exchange for consulting, right? For reading the tarot. And it's a wonderful lesson that I've learned in myself in terms of balancing something in my life so that I can actually be able to provide it more and more to more people. I have to be able to make a living, right? Yet I want to be able to have the time to provide these readings because I feel so strongly about them. I feel so strongly about the messages that come through, and I truly feel in my heart like, you know, I'm doing something that that is making people happy, right? And that's helping people, certainly by the response that I get back from you all out there. And so it's been a great lesson in you know, Malkuth, as they say. It's been a great lesson in the material world for me. And it's been a humbling lesson to learn that and to understand within myself that it's okay to accept tribute and to accept payment for something that you provide as a service to people to help them. And so I've been able to reach out to all of you out there on YouTube and really make this a full-time thing for my life. So now this is what I do. You know, I simply am here to provide readings, to provide clarity, to provide guidance, and so I wanted to thank you so much. I wanted to thank all of you who have sent me donations because of the messages that have resonated with you in the readings, and you just felt as though you wanted to give back to me. I've been so moved by that, and really truly humbled, I must say, that, you know, because we work very hard in this world, right? And so any kind of gift, you know, any gift given from the heart is always very moving, because anything that we have to give, we've worked very hard for. I'd love to thank all of you who've reached out for me for private readings. I've enjoyed connecting with each and every one of you on a personal level. I hope that you understand I am here for you. I provide all my readers, anyone that I've given a reading to, I consider as like part of my tribe, as it were, right? My tribe, in as much as I always provide follow-ups. You can always email me in emergencies. You know, I'm here for you as someone who's taking a journey with you, not just someone who's provided you with a reading. And so that's also been really, really an amazing feeling to reach out to so many more of you now as a result of the channel. So thank you very much for allowing me to come into your life and to help you with some of these difficult issues that we all deal with. And so, yeah, I'm very thankful. All right, guys, I'm very happy. I love all your comments, okay? I love when you reach out to me in the comments. I don't mind that you send long comments and you're explaining your situations. I think that's very admirable. I think it's very honorable. I think it's very brave to share your own experiences in this medium. And I love responding to all of you, right? Thank you to all of you who've sent, you know, hey, you messed up your little title. You put the wrong thing in there, because I appreciate that. And I'm like, oh, thank you so much. Oops. Or, you know, I'll catch that, you know, because this is just me doing the channel, doing everything, you know, from the digital stuff and the logos and everything to the readings. So it does take a lot of time. And so I appreciate that also. So, yeah, thank you again. I intend to continue to keep providing these readings, all right? I intend to keep providing the lunar readings, okay? So this is also a time for me just to share a little bit about exactly what kind of readings I'm giving you guys. So every month, you're going to get a full love reading in each sign. And reaching out to the signs is a way for me to tap into your energy. But oftentimes when you see my readings, I am a traditionalist in a tarot sense, that I read according to the science of the Kabbalah and the Tree of Life, the radiance of the Zora. So if you know any of those terms, you understand what I'm talking about. And so the astrological aspects to the readings, although they're an added bonus, they're an added guide, it's an added way for me to tune in. Oftentimes I find that the messages go much deeper. And also, I find that, you know, many of us get caught up on sun signs. How many of us truly know the full chart of anyone that we're dealing with? And so whenever you're here, you know, you hear astrological sort of signs attached to any kind of reading, which I try to kind of avoid, or at least stay away from, unless it's a major arcana card, it can be misleading, because we immediately go with the sun sign of someone. We may know a Virgo, but that person may, in all intents and purposes, as far as their natal chart, be all fire and be very little Virgo. All right, so so that's one of the reasons why I don't really hone in so much to the astrological side, and I'm not an astrologer. And also, so I reach out to this, however, I reach out to all the signs. So you get 12 love readings each month. Each mid-month, I check in with you guys. So that's the second and third week of the month. I check in and I do an updated love reading to see where you're at. That message could resonate with the overall monthly message, or it could be a message for a whole different group of you because it needed to come through, or because, you know, those were the ones who were going to be tuning in at that time. All right, so those are the 2 monthly love readings that I do for each of the signs. And then each Sunday, Saturday and Sunday, I upload the weeklies. So each sign gets a weekly reading. I try to keep those short and sweet. And they are quite interesting because they usually hone in on a very specific dynamic for that week. It doesn't necessarily have to be love or relationship. Sometimes it can just be a dynamic with a friend. It can be a dynamic at work with other people, your peers. But the weekly readings are just a way to look at whatever relationship you're dealing with that week that's kind of taking center stage, the main relationship. Of course, you go through so many things in a week, right? And so the readings aren't designed to kind of encompass your entire week. They're only the weeklies are only kind of designed to focus in on whatever relationship you're dealing with that week that's taking the most of your energy, right? That's taking the most of your focus, so that we can find some clarity in that relationship and help you be the best that you can be through the week in dealing with it. Then I also do for each month I do 2 lunar readings. I call them my lunar readings. So these are the readings that I do at the time of the full moon and the time of the new moon. Those readings I use the Deviant Moon deck, right? A lot of you know the Deviant Moon deck. Some of you don't like it because it's quite abstract, but it does have an emphasis on kind of the moon quality or moon side or aspect to all of the cards. So it's quite interesting to use that deck for the lunar readings, and it can help for me to get into the message a little deeper. And so on the full moon readings, we look at harvest, we look at the fruits of your labor, we look at what's coming in for you, your rewards, you know, your outcomes of plans that you've put in place, you know. It's the return, right, for the give. And then at the new moon each month, we look at new beginnings. We look at starting new chapters in life, new relationships. We look at the ending. Oftentimes the reading can indicate endings of certain times in our life or certain stages of our life, and so ending that in a certain way and then preparing, you know, preparing the path for the new beginning. Sowing seeds, ideas, inspiration, right? So any fresh thing, any new thing, any intention to begin another chapter in your life, in any area of your life, right? Those are the readings that those are the areas that we then look at the new moon readings, all right? And so next week, today is the 9th, and next week we'll be at on the period for the full moon. Okay, so next week I'll be uploading on whichever day now, off the top of my head, I forget now. I do believe it's probably the 15th, I believe it's the 16th or the 17th is the full moon, and it'll be around those days that I'll be uploading the full moon readings. I've just uploaded the new moon readings for July, and this week we'll be looking at the mid-July love readings, so those will start to be uploaded. Okay, so again, if you have any questions for me, you know, just feel free to send them to me. Feel free to comment in the community section, community discussions section of my channel. It's kind of the community bulletin board for all of you. Feel free to send comments, suggestions for readings. If there's certain types of readings you'd like for me to look at more, please just send them to me. And as I'm now doing this full-time and devoting all my time to it, I just wanted to double down again and thank you, all of you who have been so kind to send donations and tributes, who have been so kind to welcome me in, to give you private readings, all of that, and all of you subscribers, which has allowed my channel to grow and to now be monetized. All of these things I'm so grateful for, because it's allowed me to now devote all my time to you and to give you even more. And as this channel grows, I do hope to be able to collaborate with you. If there are artists out there who, you know, if you're a struggling artist and you're making jewelry, or you're doing something that's artistic and that you're trying to find a way to get an audience for, you know, I welcome you to make contact with me, because I'd like my channel to also be a channel of collaboration, a coalition, if you will, of like-minded individuals helping each other through. And so if there's anything that my channel can do to help any of you kind of realize some of your aspirations as my channel grows, I am more than happy to, to discuss that with you as well, okay? Because certainly I'd like for this channel to be very much a family, a tribe, a nation of people coming together, helping each other in the comments, making contact with each other, making liaisons, making coalitions, coming together. It's through the group work, and that's what we're taught through the science of the Kabbalah and the Zohar. We are taught that it is through the group work, through the collective consciousness as we come together, that we help to elevate each and every one of us, right? And therefore help to elevate our entire generation. And so that's just a little bit about how I feel about my channel and how strongly I feel about all of you out there and how thankful I am. All right. So that's it for right now. I'm going to sign off and get right back to working on your mid-July love check-ins and tell you peace and blessings always. My name is Rebecca, and thank you for coming by Bow and Arrow Tarot. Bye-bye.